What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Alphaville. And we're returning to the album Prostitute, 1994. Luca's going to be a silly girl. But the next track is Ascension Day, which, I was raised in a Catholic home, so I think of the Feast of the Ascension, which is after Easter but before Pentecost. In any case, it may relate to that specifically. I suppose it could just relate to rising up on a given day, or a day that proved to be ascending for a person in a given narrative. But yeah, if I had to guess, I would say maybe there will be overt religious references. Nevertheless, I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Ascension Day by Alphaville, and it's from their 1994 album Prostitute.
Of evil perfection. This is the world of torture and pain. This is the age of one's vicious infection. These are the times of terror and pain. Let them inside and they build you a nightmare. Show them you fool, it'll not be in vain. Here is your costume of deepest surrender. These are the times of terror and pain. I will ride on a crash of sensation. I want to scream in the warm pools of love. I want to drown in a climax of thunder. I want to be with the fools of a storm. Do what you want and not die when you want to. We're gonna walk on the blood of the meek. We're gonna sail through the oceans of wonder. We're gonna live with the rays that we see.
We can walk on the blood of the meek?
Sending the parasite clowns on their horses, sending the idiots and let them advance, sending the monsters of your own creation, send them on in and give them a chance. We're gonna dance to the sweetest of music, we're gonna play with the horse in the rain. We'll dissipate by love's last temptations, on a crossfire of torture and pain. All right, on a caress of sensation. I want to scream in the wild pools of love. I want to drown in a climax of thunder. I want to be with the fools in the storm. Do what you want and then die when you want to. We're gonna walk on the blood of the meek. We're gonna sail through the oceans of wonder. We're gonna live by the rays that we see.
Went very like Spanish guitar castanets all of a sudden.
We're gonna dance to the sweetest of music. We're gonna dance to the sweetest of music. We're gonna dance to the sweetest of music. We're gonna dance to the sweetest of music.
take a deep breath, man. I feel like breathing like that. Holy smokes. I think the word epic actually fails to convey the degree to which that was intense and awesome in a more traditional sense of the word, although also in a more modern or current sense of the word. Crazy. One of the most intense tunes I've heard from them. One of my favorite, just on an initial experience of it. I mean, first, Marion's vocals. I've heard him sing powerfully and very wonderfully melodically, but this was something else. This was like a stage musical performance. He was like acting the part as he was singing it, and the force and I don't know what's the right word. I can't even find the right word for it. Just the life that I felt in his lines, which it feels like lyrically there's something to that. Like talking about he wants to swim in the whirlpools of love and drown in the thunder of, what was it, climax, and he wants to walk over the blood of, I thought it was meek, maybe it was weak, technically different meaning, but they're in a similar territory. So it feels like the idea of just really going and sucking the marrow out of life, so to speak, is part of what's happening here. But it does seem also like maybe there's some phrases, especially invoking the term meek. It sounds like maybe it's taking religious lexicon and applying it to a more like interpersonal, romantic vivacity. I'm not really sure what's happening lyrically, but the degree to which he felt and lived the lyrics, inhabited the passion or the emotion of the lyrics, really came across in his vocal performance. Incredible. We have that almost percussion-like bass line that showed up at the beginning, very energetic and suspenseful, and it was sort of spaced out, and then eventually it became more regular pulsing in the bottom of the track. That was brilliant. You've got those string synths that were really orchestral. Like, there's different kinds of string synths, even if we're talking like 80s or in this case early 90s pop music, but this felt very dramatically orchestral. Again, it was like, you know, what I got from the lyrics wasn't something like Phantom of the Opera, but it had that level of like the whole orchestra, the whole chorus, a dynamic lead vocal right at the middle of it. It was all building to this crescendo of power and intensity. And then just the drive of the tune. It had a lot of energy, not just in the bass line, but other parts of the sonics. And then all of a sudden in the middle it gets into this seemingly Spanish-infused acoustic guitar. After, by the way, we had a crazy electric guitar, you know, sort of activate your lighter and put it in the air kind of moment with an electric guitar. In comes this acoustic Spanish-style guitar, like Rodrigo-style guitar, and I hear clapping, and I think castanets too, and it feels like the mood or atmosphere of the piece is shifted, but then it comes back in with the more intense sonics. It was just an experience. It's crazy. So I wonder, without really understanding all of what I heard, and definitely something that I'm going to have to re-listen to and digest a little bit and try to catch one or two more of the lines, but it feels like maybe this has the potential to be a fan favorite. I'll look forward to hearing what the Alphaville folks have to say, but incredible. Really enjoyed that, and again, especially shout out to Marion for one of the best vocal performances I've heard from him, and I've said I've enjoyed his vocals a great deal in a number of their tunes so far, so that was crazy, that was incredible. Shout out to this tune, shout out to this album, shout out to Alphaville, as well as to Yun, who brought them to my attention way back, and again, Han Solo and some others had mentioned them to me, so yeah, definitely one of my favorite from them, just on an immediate experience of it. Curious to hear what others have to say. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace.